On this show, we'll be covering Friday Night SmackDown, Monday Night Raw, Saturday Night Collision, and Wednesday Night Dynamite. Stay tuned. It's gonna be a good one. Roll intro.
HCW Reviews.
Hello and welcome back to the YouTube channel of HCW. Welcome back to the HCW show, I should say as well. I am Dan, DP, and I am joined by the guy who's always here, Ray Russell. How you doing, Ray?
You crashed out for me. All I heard was, he's always here. Yeah, I'm doing well. The intro couldn't get worse.
I'm pretty sure I got worse that one time for progress, but
Oh, yeah, the one time was worse. Yeah, this is slight improvement, but it's also bad.
yeah.
How are you, DP?
Yeah, just very tired, as I explained earlier.
Yes, because we were supposed to record it. Half it.
Yes, and it is currently 9:15.
I've been sitting here for 45 minutes.
Hey, you're doing your job. It's fine. But before we get into things, as we normally do, it's important to note our social medias above. So, yeah, as above. So we have our Twitch, our Instagram, our Threads, Twitter, and our Facebook. Any follows and engagement, anything like that, even with our YouTube channel as well, the videos that we put out, is greatly appreciated and it gets us towards our goals. So we appreciate every single person who interacts with us in any way, basically, positive or negative. Anything is an improvement. But without any further ado, I believe we should just get into things. So we kicked off with Friday Night SmackDown.
Yes.
Good edit that one out for us.
He ain't even going to pay attention. He won't know what's going on in the middle here. He'll cut out the intro. He'll put an image in there. I'll talk shit about him for the rest of this video and he will never fucking know. But yeah, so... Prove me wrong, DP.
Where's the line?
Where's the lie? But yeah, we went on to SmackDown. It was the smackiest of SmackDowns.
Of course, yeah.
I'm getting up on Cage Match just so I know what's going on at the same time. So we started off with was SmackDown the 22nd? Is that how long ago that was?
Yeah.
Cena started off. He was discussing, he was the ref, and then then they started watching him, and he explained what a ref did. So it's a person that enforces the rules. And they went, what? And I went, don't know how to explain it any better than that. I was like, that's a good way to counteract the one. Then we're discussing like the bloodline and the AJ Styles, kind of like what was going on via that. Don't remember most of SmackDown. Some of these notes are fucking not helpful at all. I've written Solo and Jimmy. Solo and Jimmy do come down. Do they come down?
They do, yeah.
They do come down, and then nothing happens.
I believe AJ comes down as well because Cena had mentioned.
Yeah, I wrote Blood AJ here, so I'm guessing so.
Yeah, he mentions that he needed a partner, and now he has a partner, a phenomenal partner, and then obviously out comes AJ.
Yes, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Pierce is looking towards that as well. But he needs to go find Heyman about this whole situation because why not? But then we kick off with a match we were all looking forward to. We had the other version of the LWO. Last week we had Legado del Fantasma version. This week we've got Ray and Santos versus Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Band. The Street Profits, because they changed what they do now. They wear like them really horrible jackets from the 1960s. That's their gimmick now. I rated it 2 3/4 stars. It was fine. LWO win. Even though Lashley absolutely clobbered Mysterio on the apron with like a Uranagi slam, you'd go with. They took too long because Dawkins was like, "What the fuck happened?" And Ray rolled him up and picked up the win.
Cool.
It was an alright match.
Yeah,
Did you watch SmackDown, though? I did.
No,
I
No, I watched all of it. It's just because I watched that and Collision on the weekend.
Yeah, it's so long ago, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. So
we might have to get to a point where we might have to record. We might have to fucking record on a
them
Monday,
early,
just get them
yeah.
in, and, which I don't want to do. Thinking about it, I don't want to put that forward. Theory, then Cole's talking some shit about Theory, and Theory comes out of nowhere and starts trying to go at him. Then that's separated, and then Theory is speaking with Waller backstage, and then the Brutes get involved, and we're going to have Theory versus A-Town Down Under is what they're called. That's a fantastic name.
It really is.
Versus the Brutes.
Cool.
Lashley's unhappy with the Profits, and he might have to find another tag team. He's not going to tag team. Shelton's been released.
What about Cedric?
Forgot Cedric exists. No, honestly, I forgot he actually existed.
He's there. No, I think he's still there.
And then we had my match of the night, which was Io Sky versus Asuka. Yeah, I said it weird. We're at 3 1/4 stars. Io won. Bailey and Charlotte got in with each other during it. Like, it was kind of distractions and stuff like that. But Io actually won, which is good.
Yeah.
And prove she's a good wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Bloodline signing the contract. That was it, because it was supposed to be tonight, wasn't it? It's all coming back to me in the notes. But Heyman says, yeah, we'll sign the contract, but the match is not happening tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not happening tonight. But they're going to sign the contract tonight.
Yeah.
All
4 of them.
Yep. Then there's some notes here I can't even decipher, so I'm just going to move on. We had Pretty Deadly. With a fantastic vignette.
Yes.
Absolutely superb.
Yes. Very good.
Shaking weights and stuff like that, and then him falling off. Oh, it was so good.
It was so good, and yeah, like obviously them really stretching out the leg and make sure the leg's okay, because the leg is obviously what the issue is. And then it just cuts to a doctor who's like, yeah, Elton's got a separated shoulder.
Yeah, but it was also they were going we don't know if he'll ever come back, and she was just going, he's fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
They were doing this shit, but just not as over dramatized on the UK indie circuit.
Yeah.
They're so good. It's ridiculous.
Yes, boys. I need to sharpen my pencil. That's what I need to do next time if I can do these notes. Theory and Waller versus the Brutes of Brawling. I rated that 2 3/4 as well. It was a fun match. A-Town Down Under won, which was good because they needed the win. And that was your main event because there was only 3 matches on this card.
Correct. Yeah.
Cena comes down. Jimmy and Solo come down. Not in the A-Town Down Under match. This is the after that match. Styles has been laid out backstage, so Styles is not going to help good old Cena Wigs. So then they lay out Cena, and it may be a handicap match at Payback. I think the pay-per-view is going to be. Is it not Payback? Is it?
No, it isn't.
No, it is Payback.
No. Sorry, it's Fastlane.
Fastlane, yeah, Payback's already happened. But it's definitely going to be LA Knight.
Or does AJ Styles again?
He's got battered and fucking ambushed. He's going to be LA Knight.
Yeah.
It'll be AJ Styles if LA Knight can't get back over COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah, SmackDown was fine. I just don't remember most of it.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I was saying to you in the group chat earlier. Like, SmackDown was a lot of nothing except just building Cena.
Yeah, it's got to go right in a cage match. It's just, I don't remember most of it. It's the first show I'll watch in the cycle after the podcast. So unless The Rock is turning up, or there's a 5-star match, I might suddenly kick in. But it's just
it was just sort of
SmackDown. There's no Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it was just sort of there. It was like I said, it was just Cena at the start, Cena at the end, Bloodline somewhere in the middle, and Pretty Deadly doing that funny thing. Yeah, that's all it was.
You could summarize it. If you want to watch it. This is not an in-depth review.
Yeah,
I don't get paid for this.
Io and Asuka had a good match, and it got overshadowed by everything else.
Yeah. It was a 20-minute match as well. Decent fucking length.
But yeah, that was that was SmackDown, which was just there. Let's get to another show that was sort of just there as well. Monday Night Raw. We're not there yet.
Oh God, if he loses, I'm not watching AEW again. I've made that threat many a time about everything, but you know, I also made the threat of Jade Gargle if she wins the title back. She fucking left the company. We'll get there at some point. So we start off a WWE Raw with adrenaline in his soul. Here's Cody Rhodes, boring as fuck. Cody Rhodes needs to stop saying, what do you want to talk about? No one wants to know what would... Oh, it annoys me so much.
Who's ready for story time with Cody Rhodes, baby?
Yeah, well, that's fun, though. It's funny. Like, you know... So, Ontario, what do you want to talk about? That's what it's... Oh, it's fucking dickhead. Cody... He's speaking about the someone's got to go to SmackDown, and you know we're not in the third innings anymore, boys.
I didn't get that reference whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't get baseball.
Like I knew it was baseball, but I didn't know what the reference was to.
I'm guessing the third innings is like third way through them because the 9 innings in baseball. That's as much as I know, so I don't know.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I thought it was 4.
Then the Judge of Day come out. Sadly, there's no Mammy. Because she got absolutely bonsai dropped. Yeah. Then they decide they're going to attack Cody. Then Jay and Kasami make the save. They kind of brawl out. And then the Judgment Day start walking off. And here comes JD with a chair. And then all of them go back to the ring except Damon's like, why? And then... eventually Damien gets back in the ring, but they've already been cleared out, and it's just Damien trying to swing at 4 people, and he gets absolutely meleeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was 4-3 technically. Yeah,
it was
5 and
such a stupid...
4-4 in the end. Yeah,
it was 4-4. Yeah, because Kevin and Sammy joined Jay and Cody. But it was just a stupid call. JD came in with 2 chairs for the 4 of them.
Yeah, but and then technically 6-on-4.
But then the issue being, like, logically, not kayfabe, is you've got to get into the ring with the chairs before you can swing them.
Just do a Sabu. Throw one off someone's head. That's what you need to do. That's how I...
No, I was putting it on Damien's side here. I was like, why would you even do this? He weren't there.
That's why you do it. And then you just unleash him like Sheik fire.
None of them have links to Sabu. Maybe. I don't know.
One of them hit a pencil on the head. That's all I've been listening to the Sheik's autobiography. Oh, it's brilliant. Anyway, let's get back to modern day wrestling. Bronson Reed versus Otis. I rated it 2.25 stars. Bronson Reed pretty much smashed Otis.
Was there a reason for this match? Because I've got very lapsed viewing of Raw.
He beat Chad Gable last week, and I think it was just obviously your next step is to beat Otis as well, just to go, I'll beat both Alpha Academy, give me Gunther.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah, fair enough. Because like I said, I've lapsed viewing of Raw, so I had no idea what the match was, why it was happening. It's like, oh, big guy is big guy, right? That's the reasoning.
Yeah, pretty much. I've written fun something here. I don't know what it was. But next time, I need to fucking write better notes soon. We had Knox and Lynch backstage. And she said, I thought you were going to answer the title. And she went, well, I was going to. But then Natty pushed in front. And, you know, I didn't want to step on any toes. And then Knox went, well, you need to. Come on. Fuck's sake. And then Natty. Yeah, Natty and Knox argued. And Pierce made a match, basically.
It was just not admitting that she was a pushover. It was like, yeah, you know, I was going
she deserves a rematch.
I was going to go out there, and then Natty came in. And it was like, yeah, you know what, it's my turn. I was like, yeah, go ahead, boy, go ahead.
Let's stop this podcast. Let's play a game of FIFA, and we'll do the rest. So yeah, she wanted a rematch. Ciampa then faced Ludwig Kaiser. I rated it 2.5. It was pretty much another average. You know, I was looking at cage match and I thought, okay, yeah, it was pretty much another average match. Vinci kind of screwed Ludwig because he got knocked out in the middle of the ring. He was checking on that, and then Ciampa picked up the win. So Ciampa's took out both Imperium. So clearly, next up should be Gunther.
Yes, interesting that this match was, you know, the lowest rated segment in Raw, like, recent history.
Wasn't that Vinci? Wasn't that last week?
was that last week? I thought it was this week.
Yeah, no, it was last week. Yeah. It was Vinci versus Finn, and I understand that because Ludwig always is really good, whereas Vinci's decent,
fair.
but also plain as fuck.
Yeah, I thought that was this week. My bad.
Yeah. Knox versus Natalia. I rated that 2.25 stars. Grueling 2-minute 40-second match. Tegan Knox picked up the win with the world's shiniest wizard. JD was backstage, and Priest basically said, "You're not going to be with the Judgment line, Judgment line. You're not going to be with the Judgment Day. Oh, it's terrible. Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day is their name. It just didn't sound right when I was saying it. You're not going to be with the Judgment Day. You basically need to scram. JD scarpered like a weasel.
Yeah.
No bueno. That's what I wrote here. Don't know what that's linked to. What's no bueno linked to?
Oh, is that because he says something in Spanish? Priest.
Okay, it's no bueno. Is that still okay? It's because I've written up next Rollins, and I think it was just because Rollins was coming down for his promo. I didn't link it properly. These notes are fantastic. Rollins is in the ring. He wants Shinsuke. Shinsuke has one of his another fantastic promo segments, and he challenges him to last man standing.
Yeah.
He needs to win. Please win.
He needs to win, and he won't win.
Yeah, no, he won't win. Ricochet. He called himself something ridiculous, and I can't remember what it was called. Like the hottest. No, HOTN. I've put it as initials.
Oh, highlight of the night. Yeah.
Fucking dickhead.
I mean, that's what it's been called for like the last few months. But by commentary.
Ricochet needs to go away for a bit. He needs to. Ricochet would need to get me to care about Ricochet. He would need to be a heel. That would get me to care about him because face work. He's the most plain face person in the world.
Yeah.
But it's not done with him and Shinsuke. Please be done. Dom versus Dragon Lee, debuting Dragon Lee in the main roster. I rated 3.25 stars. I really enjoyed the match. I felt it should have went longer, but it was only 10 minutes long, and obviously there's a break in every match because Raw. Yeah. And I don't watch picture-in-picture because you can't make me. That's pretty much it. It's the same with AEW. Anytime there's picture-in-picture, I'm not watching a match where it's like on this camera, it's like having the match and then having that part of the camera is the match. It's like fucking... And I get to see a big whopper. I don't fucking care. Yeah, I skip anything like that. It's your own fault if you put the good shit in the middle of the fucking break. Yeah. Rant over. Also, we got dislike on our progress review, and I think it's because I was ranting about shit.
It could be a very poor intro.
Yeah. I know, yeah. Let's go with that. Kasami, they are going to be fighting the Judgment Day in the main event.
Yay.
And... Owens doesn't like JU, so surprisingly. Nia Jax. Why is she not like most girls anymore? That was the only redeeming thing I had about Nia Jax, and now she's got some awful music.
It was like, I am different, or I am her. Or
yeah, it's like, it should be. I'm not like most girls. But now it's gone. I can't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gone.
She's just... Amazingly, she's just more plain than she was back then.
Yeah, because she needs that music.
No, not that one.
Anyway, that's going to be a recurring segment.
How are we not coming out fucking doing the Prince Nana dance?
You see how I'm doing it such a little time we won't get copyrighted.
Yeah.
Because no one's picking that up. I bet Google picked that up. Nia versus Zoe of Starks. Nia squashed Zoe Starks, so both women's matches combined were 240, 255, so around about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Women's wrestling. And then Jay did something. No grapes. I've written here. No grapes. No grapes. No grapes. Jay not like his grapes.
Do you mean no gripes, maybe?
No gripes? I don't give a shit. Dom's fine, but he's got work to do. Priest needs to cool off. Then we're on to Miz TV with Drew McIntyre, or is now known the Batman.
Yep.
That was a great fucking reference.
He's a bad man.
Yeah, he's just the Batman. He's not the hero we need. That's right. Kofi was talking crap at saying that Drew was a coward and he didn't come to save him the end of the match and so forth like that. Drew McIntyre was pretty much, why do we need to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he nutted the Miz. He's a face in my eyes.
Yeah.
Otis and Ludwig.
Yeah.
She's going out with Ludwig. They're playing it off on screen.
Oh, real life?
Yeah, in real life.
I didn't know
that. Okay. Spoiler. Kofi then fought Drew in a match of the night. I wrote it 3.5 stars. I really, really enjoyed it. Kofi has had banging matches this year, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
My rating thing, I only saw 4 of his matches, and his average rating is like 3.5. So,
Yeah.
banging matches. End with Ivar attacking Woods. And then it panned back, and Drew was in the ring, and Ivar was in the ring, and Drew just went, have at him, and just walked off.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking deserved it as well, Kofi, because he said, you're a coward. Why's Drew going to go, you know what, I'll save you now?
Yeah.
And then he absolutely got squished.
Yeah.
They're doing stuff with the War Raiders, and I like it.
They're not.
Viking Raiders, goddammit.
They're not. This is just secondary to just Drew.
It's more than they've ever done so far.
Yeah, they had a pretty good NXT run.
Imperium backstage. Gunther has now said Vinci is Ludwig Kaiser's problem.
Yeah.
Ivar and Valhalla are walking back. They were asked why they did it, and then Valhalla went, well, an eye for an eye. That was pretty much it. Makes sense to me. Judgment Day versus Gasami in the actual man of the match and the match of the night. The greatest match there. Rated 3 3/4. Fun match. Judgment Day got involved because Judgment Day. And JD actually clobbered Sammy with the title for Damien to pick up the win after he got haluva kicked. And basically got haluva kicked. He was down. Sammy was resting on the turnbuckle before he was going to pin him. Got whacked by JD, and then Damien draped his arm. So is JD going to be in the Judgment Day? We'll find out next week on Monday Night Raw, which DP will be reviewing.
Yeah.
I swerve when I drive.
Or we just won't, and they'll keep building and building and building until it's boring. But yeah, that was Monday Night Raw, which again was just sort of there. Like, good matches, but just no real structure. But speaking of structure, well, no structure, I guess, we move on to Saturday Night Collision.
Too much! I was getting into it.
Froze, mute that bit.
He ain't gonna fucking... We're gonna get copyright to shit on this. Oh, no, I don't give a shit. Collision started with a good old triple threat between the reigning defending champion, Christian Cage, the reigning defending champion, Luchasaurus, and Darby Allin.
Yeah.
I rate this 2.5. It was pretty bang average, this match. But Christian won, so it was good at the same time. Yeah. And now he has there's no gripes. He's always, he's always been the TNA champion.
I think this ended the way that everyone thought it was going to end.
Yeah, everyone knew it was going to end that way. He's legit the champion now, and there's no...
Yeah. No, but I mean like him pinning Luchasaurus as well, not Darby.
Yeah. And then Luchasaurus was unhappy, but then he eventually got back on side and he put him in an electric chair position. I thought he was going to drop him, but he didn't.
Mm-hmm. Because
Christian is a good father figure. Callis family, Wrestle Dream. They were just talking about Wrestle Dream, and it's going to be a Bushi, Omega, and some other tool versus that guy. I can't remember. Who's the other person?
It's Kenny, Ibushi, and
some other tool.
Jericho.
Oh. That's really bad now, thinking about it. It's Chris Jericho. Versus, who is it? Guevara, Takeshita.
Guevara, Takeshita, and a third person. I can't remember the name of.
Pretty bad, eh?
I don't remember. Who has beef with them, though?
No, I was about to say Guevara again. Oh, Ospreay. Ospreay's just in it, isn't he? He's not. Yeah, he's just. Yeah. Christian is the legit champion now.
Yeah.
Then he asked Wayne, and he's saying his mom should speak about him, and he said, your dad was shit. Which pretty much keeps doing it. I love Christian. Then we had the most random of matches. We had 2.0, as that's what they're still called in my eyes, versus RVD and Hook. I rated this also 2.5 stars.
Yeah.
RVD and Hook won. Surprise, surprise. And then there was the greatest commentary about Orange Cassidy. Oh no, it's on Dynamite. But I'm going to bring it up now. Did you hear the commentary between Excalibur and Taz about Orange Cassidy?
I did. I don't remember it.
Oh, I can't remember the fun lineup. And he Matt Excalibur going, he stole the win there, with this, and he's done this, and he's. Oh no, that was it. Orange Cassidy dives off the rope like you, Taz. And he went, yeah, what would you he stole a lot from me. He jumps off that. He's orange, and he also stole my son. Oh god. Eddie Kingston versus Shibata's a thing.
Yep.
Shibata's never going to win in AEW again, is he?
Probably not now. I mean, Kingston is injured though, so maybe.
Yeah. Dark Order. Good promo. They're back to being the Dark Order.
They're not.
Kingdom. Best friends. So they're going to have a match.
Yeah.
That's
literally all it is.
Yep. Kira Hogan versus Julia Hart. I rated it 2. Julia Hart won. Julia Hart needs to beat Statlander. It's not going to happen.
Nope.
But it makes sense. Because she's undefeated since April. Don't just stop it and then do nothing with Julia Hart. She's been undefeated not since this April, since last April.
Yeah.
And she's got a fantastic theme song.
I was she's got probably the best theme song and entrance of all
she's
women.
She's got the best character in fucking the women's division right now.
Yeah.
So Statlander will run through her. And she missed
Willow.
Yep, she missed Willow. Then we're to one of the best parts of Collision. Fucking love the Roaches. Roaches talking about best friends and stuff like that, but fucking best new baby. But Vincent has that Charles Manson twang of voice.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I love the Roaches. They need to win.
They won't.
They won't win. Andrade versus Jay White. I rated this 3.25 stars. Very good match. Jay White was always going to pick up the win because they don't know what they're doing with Andrade at the moment. Then Ortiz and Santana had a back and forth vignette kind of weird thing. They're now going to have a rivalry because, they don't want to work together. Tony Khan money. And for some reason, Ortiz is now wearing a beret.
I don't get where was his thinking with the Elite and a certain Brooks guy.
Yeah. Shane Taylor and Keith Lee are going to fight.
Yeah.
Aussie Open came down dressed as announcers, and they look swag. And then I wrote here, FTR versus Aussie Open. That wasn't correct. It was FTR versus the Workhorsemen. I rated that 2.5 stars. It was all right. FTR won.
Yeah. There was a split moment in that match where I was like, oh shit, FTR might lose.
No, you weren't.
I swear there was a bit. It was when I think it was Dax was knocked off the apron, and then both of them hit top rope moves on Cash, and then JD hits his fucking moonsault on Dax or Cash. I think it's Cash in the ring. Yeah. And then in that moment, everyone's acting like, "Oh shit! Oh shit!" I was
and then you realised, wait, it's the Workhorseman.
For a split second, I was like, there's no way.
God damn it.
They had me going for a second.
Then there was a promo afterwards with Aussie Open. It's just basically about them. It's been a year since they fought at Rev Pro and stuff like that. And Top Guy's out. That's what I remember from that promo.
I was there at the last match. FTL0.
CJ Perry and Miro are doing this weird thing where Miro doesn't trust CJ Perry and but she's gonna have clients. She's told her Miro not to fight them, so clearly Miro's gonna fight them. I then wrote something here, and I don't even. Oh, Utah, is it Utah? I don't even know what that fucking is. Utah
clashes with
Wasn't that in Dynamite?
No, Utah clashes with. Who was it? Fucking hell. Oh no, that's towards the end. Oh no, maybe it is Dynamite actually.
Yeah, fuck knows what that is. Anyway, it wasn't important. Then we had the main event, which was my match of the night, but I didn't enjoy it as much as most people.
Mm-hmm.
I rated it 3.5 stars. It wasn't as banging as everyone's trying to make out.
Yeah, it was a lighter version of their match at All Out.
And also, Ricky Starks needs to fucking hide some of the stuff he does. We've all seen that infamous chair shot now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Daniel Bryanson's knees here. It's like, come on. Just bend bend the chair so it's kind of there, not just hit it. Oh, I'm not going to question it anymore. Bryan Danielson won. Ricky Starks has once again lost. He should have won. If you're going to do something with Ricky Starks, you should have won with this match, but he didn't.
I don't mind him losing it All Out because that's the big stage. Like, this is just Collision. Like, he could have won.
Yeah, and it's just like, what are you doing with the man?
Like, have Big Bill come out. Like, Starks is not about honor like the BCC. Like, Bill could have come out, big boot, gorilla press, whatever, choke slam, and then just fucking Starks wins that way. Like,
yeah, that was Collision.
Yeah, Collision again was just sort of there.
Yes.
There was a lot of filler on that show, and X fighting X.
Yep. You know what it needs?
What does it need?
CM Punk.
That
show was made for CM Punk.
Yeah, who would have thought the show made for this guy would need?
Do you know what they should do with Collision? Make it into proper Ring of Honor. Have a 2-hour show of some Ring of Honor matches, not 25 of them, and actually build Ring of Honor into an actual decent show.
Yeah.
But do you know what they're going to do with Collision? No one knows!
They're looking in the dark.
Yeah, anyway, Dynamite.
Yeah, so we move on to the final stage of this review, the bit that Ray's been waiting for. We go into Wednesday Night Dynamite.
So we kicked off with a match that we're all looking forward to, that no one knew we wanted and never wanted to see again. And I don't know why this match is a match, but we have to see a fucking open challenge every week. It was Ray Phoenix versus Jeffrey Jarrett. I rated it 2 3/4 because it wasn't that bad.
No.
But people are slicing the shit out of it on Cage Match, but I feel like they're slicing the shit out of fucking Ray Phoenix, Ringe, and Moxley.
Yeah.
Which, it was a fine match. There was just a lot of shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
And Phoenix clearly won the match because why wouldn't he?
I want to comment.
Yeah. Then we had a promo of so Cole. They're on a dock. He's talking about his injury, and MJF appears on a boat, and he goes, "Is that your boat?" And he goes, "Yeah." And then we're going on the boat, and then obviously the good old "What the?"
Yep.
And then they're on the boat. They're talking crap to each other, and then it's like The Godfather. Basically, out of nowhere, like if you've watched The Sopranos, you watch something. If you're gonna murder someone, you take them out on a boat.
Yeah.
MJF says, "Do you want a beer?" Cole's fishing, and then he gets out his shit. Most people out the ice box, you get a gun out. He gets his dynamite ring out of an ice box. Yeah. But then Cole says, not even looking, he was going, "You're not going to get your dynamite ring, hit me in the back of the head, and then throw me overboard, are you, MJ?" It's so good.
No.
They basically start speaking about how, friends have other friends, and MJF's never had that because he's never had friends. And then At the end, Adam Cole catches a fish, but it's the Big Show.
Yep.
Fair enough.
It's Captain Insano.
Yep, Captain Insano, the Big Show.
Yeah.
Don Callis family are hunting Ibushi in Tokyo. Yep. They find Ibushi in Tokyo. They take out Ibushi in Tokyo.
Yeah. It's now a head match at Wrestle Dream.
Yep. Because they flew to Tokyo to hit him.
Yes.
Superb. Don Callis family's superb.
Yeah, they flew to Tokyo to beat up one of his trainees and then lightly beat up Ibushi. While then Callis then proceeds to stop him a few times.
How lightly beat up Ibushi? They hit him with a kettlebell.
Oh, that's fair.
And it wasn't just a nice; it was a full-on bludgeon with that kettlebell.
And to be fair, I was thinking just when he was not there, I forgot the kettlebell.
Yuta and Starks, that's where we're at. So they're going to have a match at Wrestle Dream, the match we all wanted to see at Wrestle Dream.
Yep. You know,
it's like on the kickoff show.
It's like the things I know about, like Champ of Imperium. You know, he got through 2 of them, so now he gets Gunter. This is Starks going backwards. He lost to Brian, so now he's going backwards through BCC. He's fighting Yuta, and then he'll lose to Yuta, and then he'll fight Claudio and lose to Claudio.
Anyway, back to normality. We had a random triple threat for the #1 contendership, which was so easy to read it hurt my face. So we had Brian Cage versus Claudio Castagnoli versus Nick Jackson. They mentioned at the start that it's going to like a anniversary show is coming up next week, I think it is. So out of Claudio Castagnoli, the massive Claudio Castagnoli, the massive Brian Cage, and Nick Jackson, who do you think would have won, DP?
You know, just could have been the guy who's been there since day one.
It couldn't have been the guy that's also really, really smaller than these guys and shouldn't be picking up the win here, but did. So yeah, Nick Jackson picked up the win. I enjoyed it. I rated 3.25 stars. It's just, I don't want to see Nick Jackson versus Phoenix again.
Yeah.
That was like a one match that I saw the first time and I really enjoyed it. I don't want to see it again because I'm not going to really enjoy it because it's with the same match.
Mm-hmm.
And then, more importantly, Rochus is everywhere now, baby! They're going to be fighting better than you at Wrestle Dream.
Yeah. Literally, there's nothing to it. It's just Dutch to something Dutchy, Vincent to something Vincenty, and then they just applicant. And you're still going.
Fucking love it. He basically said the fake friends was the general gist of the Righteous promo, you know, and he's going to prove that out there. MJF and Cole come out. I'll mention how ridiculous, like how this lost my mind in this thing, not in a good way. It just it was a while, this whole part. Yeah. So MJF and Cole, Cole's going to have surgery. MJF's going to defend the titles by himself at Wrestle Dream because Cole said they need to vacate, and MJF's like, no, fam. So it's going to be 2-on-1, and then MJF's left in the ring, and then here comes the Bang Bang Gang, and it's just Jay White by himself in the end.
Oh, are you missing the bit when Cole leaves?
Oh, yeah, right. Adam! Yeah, I forgot the Adam part, yeah. Adam! And MJF lets Cole leave because he needs to look after his friend. I've literally written Adam here and just ignored it. Adam! Hot Rod, by the way. Hot Rod.
He's just saying like, I need you. It's an emergency.
Yeah. Bang Bang Bros. But he leaves, Jay White leaves it out. The whole 45-minute promo that consists after this. Jay White's tofu.
Yep.
I like MJF promos, but Tony Khan needs to realise it gets to a point where you need to let MJF not have as long because eventually he's just going to run out of things to say.
Yeah.
So from MJF and Cole to the end of this promo was a 23-minute segment.
Yeah.
23 minutes of talking. This isn't Monday Night Raw. And this isn't like the top. This isn't like the first thing you see. But this is mid-show.
Yeah.
Basically, they got under each other's skin, and then MJF goes to attack White, and he rolls out.
Yeah.
So the smart thing to do after this would be to have a match. So what they do is they have a backstage interview with Christian Cage and Darby Allin. The audio was fucked on it, which they've apologised for, which is fair enough. You know, Allin just Christian Cage says you're a terrible father figure. Jim Ross says Alicia the champion now, and Christian Cage goes, "I've always been the champion." Then he says, you know, Nick Wayne needs a father figure, not some masked up guy. And Darby Allin smudges all his mask off. So I think Darby Allin's actually going to fight Christian Cage without his mask face pattern.
Yeah.
It makes sense. He probably won't now have said that. Then we had Austin Gunn versus Penta versus Orange Cassidy versus Matt Jackson, because we need both Jacksons.
Yeah.
I rated this 3 stars because I enjoyed it, but it got a bit weird in the middle. Mainly because I like anyone that's watched the project previous time, I like the Young Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
But they're getting a bit much for me at this moment in time. Especially like Matt Jackson's doing his triple fucking Northern Light suplex, and then he's in a fucking pin, and he grabs the other 2 and does 2. It's like just to get himself over. Orange Cassidy ends up winning because Austin Gunn throws out Penta, and then Orange Cassidy hits Matt Jackson with the Orange Punch, and for some reason Austin Gunn decides not to look at the ring. He's already threw Thingy away. If he turns around, he could have easily broke up the pin, but he decided not to look at the ring, and then Orange Cassidy picked up the win.
Yeah, the only saving grace was that Matt just took the pin here.
Yeah.
So
they're going to win they're going to win this, and they're going to be number 1 contenders for the tag team titles.
Yeah, FCR and John Mox again.
It'll be Aussie Open versus Young Bucks.
Either way, fun match.
Because FTR are leaving.
Are they?
Because CM Punk's leaving.
Oh, okay.
No, they ain't that bad. Then we had Julia Hart versus Willow. I rated 3 stars. It was a really good match.
Yeah.
It was the main event, Dynamite. Really, really random main event. I didn't even think it was the main event until I read, yeah. Then Julia Hart is attacking Willow afterwards in her Ring of Saturn Brutalizer kind of move. Statlander comes out, and then she flees, basically.
Yeah.
And then something happens that we need to discuss.
Do we? We're gonna get copyrighted, yeah.
Yeah, so we have Swerve and Hangman with their contract signing. Really random to end on, but I enjoyed it at the same time. Well, technically it didn't end on. We'll get there in a sec. Swerve is so good on the mic right now.
Yeah.
He outshines Hangman in so many ways, and if Hangman wins, AEW have fucked that. Because even his promo was going, you suddenly show him fire, but I like to prepare before I land rather than just suddenly land, and it's like it's so good.
Yeah, Swerve absolutely needs to win this because if he loses here, then what more can he do to build himself up?
Yeah. So what actually happened at the end of this contract signing, by the way? They just signed, didn't they?
Yeah, they just signed it, yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking I missed something here, but no, they signed the contract.
No, it was very peaceful.
And then we have we go backstage, and there's a wild Jay White, except for Excalibur doesn't know it's Jay White. Every man and his dog knows it's Jay White, getting absolutely mauled, but Excalibur's like, who is that? It's Jay White. He's getting mugged by 3 masked, 3 balaclavaed, black suited, like black jumpered men. Beat the absolute shit out of him. One of them's clearly wearing a neck brace. Did you notice?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, one's wearing a mask with a neck brace. And then suddenly it pans to a guy wearing the devil mask. MJF's devil mask. So what do you think the plan is here, DP?
Well, I have no idea.
I think that Devil Mask guy is going to be Adam Cole.
Baby.
Because I think Adam Cole's playing a smart, dark heel turn, going to play game. He's made MJF wrestle every week. Never used to wrestle every week. He, he's making him defend the titles in a 2-on-1 situation. He's made him wrestle twice in one night. He's playing the heel game. It's got to be Adam Cole, baby.
See, I hope you're right, but every other comment I've seen online that isn't Adam Cole is fucking Edge. And if it's Edge, it is the worst. It is the worst fucking thing to start him off in.
Just win the title.
It's like, why would Edge even do this to start himself off in AEW? It's like...
Yeah, it would be a really random way for Edge to start in AEW, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if he even is. Like,
why would he be linked? Because then he'd be linked with
MJF or Jay White or someone who he's not linked with at all.
Yeah.
Like, it almost makes sense to do it as Christian.
It would be perfect. When can he turn up? Is it Wrestle? Can he turn up for Wrestle Dream?
It's Wrestle Dream, yeah, because it runs out on the Saturday, his contract, and then the show's on a Sunday.
Just put him straight away, Edge and Christian.
Yeah.
Oh, Collision could actually fucking do something if you have Edge and Christian on top.
Yeah.
That sounds really bad because it's 2023.
Yeah, I mean, you
know what they should do is they should get Edge and Christian to be a tag team together. I don't know if this is. Then they've got some team called the Hardy Boys as well. And you know who have just formed again?
Team 3D.
A team called Team 3D. And then what they should do is this really novelty match. You get some tables.
Yeah.
You get some ladders.
Yeah.
You get some chairs.
Yeah. Then what do you do? The audio is so lapsed. Like, you're dancing before it's even heard.
That's sad. Anyway, that's the end of Dynamite.
But yes, that is the end of Dynamite, and that does bring an end. That brings an end to the... Okay. That brings an end to this episode of the HCW show. If you can hear me above the sound...
Sorry.
Yes. So yes, that brings an end to the show. As I said earlier at the start, if you give us a follow on any of our social medias above my head here, it'd be greatly appreciated. And also anything on this video is also greatly appreciated. Like likes, comments, what we can do to improve, what you like most, what you dislike most. Do you dislike me? Do you dislike Ray? Do you want for us to edit more videos? Anything like that, really. But yeah, we will see you at the next one. Peace. And we're done.